Good afternoon, and thank you for joining me today as we get ready to take a journey into technology and specifically Google Suites, better known as G Suites. G Suites is a brand of cloud computing, productivity, and collaboration tools, software, and products developed by Google. G Suites offers several different services like Drive for storage, Gmail, Hangout, Calendar, and Google Plus for communication. And then there are those that I use in my classroom and we use in our school for collaboration. And they are Docs, Slides, and Sheets. Have you ever been typing a paper for an assignment or created an important document to be turned in the next day? And it was late at night when you finished? You get ready to close it out. You say, hey, I'll just print it out in the morning when I get up. You get ready to close it and forget to hit save. Oh my goodness, that wonderfully written paper is gone. You're horrified. But that never happens with Docs, Slides, and Sheets. One thing I want everyone to know is that these apps, you do not have to worry about saving anything. It saves everything automatically. Anytime you open these apps, it saves everything no matter what you do, and that is a huge plus. Another plus is that you can access Google Suites from anywhere at any time as long as you have a working device. These apps are not dependent on your computer. As long as you have a Google account, you are able to access them from anywhere. Now, who's ready to learn about G Suites? And since we have Google accounts all in our school, my plan is to demonstrate the basic functions so that you're able to navigate through each of them. So now, let's get your Chromebooks charged and let's get ready to change our way of thinking about technology.
As a result of this workshop, each participant will be able to identify the 8 functionalities that appear on each Google app, demonstrate more than one way to perform a task in each Google app, create a document in Docs, create a presentation in Slides, and create a spreadsheet in Sheets. Let's begin with Google Docs, a free web-based application in which documents can be created, edited, and stored online. It can be used as a word processing program in the exact same way as Microsoft Word. Except the great thing about this is you can use Google Docs as a collaborative project in which you and your colleagues, remember now, collaborative means more than one author, can work at the exact same time on the same project no matter where you are in the world. Isn't that amazing? Let's get ready to begin.
Once you've logged into your Google account, now you're ready to begin. The easiest way to do it is to click on your 9 dots, which is right here. And as you can see, your apps are here: Docs, Sheets, and Slides. The first one that we want to work on is Docs. So you click on Docs. After clicking on Docs, you'll see there'll be different layouts here. But the one we want to do is we want to start a blank document. Now that we're in the Docs blank document, I want to go over the 8 basic functionalities for this document, and it's the same in Slides and also Sheets. These functionalities are File, Edit, View, Insert, Format, Tools, Comments, and Share. That is one thing that all 3 apps have in common. Now I'm going to go over the basic functionalities that you need in order to complete a project. Under File, as you can see, we also have Share here. What Share allows you to do is share your document with another colleague so that they can see exactly what you're doing, and they can also edit it if you would like them to. You can open a new app. You can open an app that you already have available. You can rename your app within here, and you can make a copy of it. Down at the bottom here, we have page setup and we have print. Next, edit. Under edit, we have undo and we have redo. We also have paste and paste without format. As you can see here, they're not highlighted yet, but you have cut and copy as well. Under view, the main thing that you will look at under view is your full screen. Insert. Under insert, we can insert an image, you can insert a link, you can insert drawings if you would like, charts, and you can even insert a table. You can also place a page number on your pages, and you can have your page count. Next is format. Format deals with your fonts. You can make your font bold, you can make it italics, you can underline it. You also have your font size here. You can change your size and you can change where it is that you want to align it. You also have your line spacing here. Under tools, tools you'd mainly use for your spelling, your spell check. On this side we have comments. At any time when you're writing a document, you may comment on anything that you want so that you will not forget it. Or if your student writes a paper, you can also comment on theirs to let them know what it is they need to work on or if they're doing a great job. And here we have share again. Just like under file, you can share with anybody that you like as long as they have a Google account. Now remember, there's more than one way to do a lot of functions within Google Docs. As I told you before, you can go to File in order to rename your document. But you can also click where it says Untitled Document, and that also says Rename. I will now go over your quick access tools, the basic ones that you need in order to complete a project or an assignment. We start over here at our left. We have the print, which is also in File. We have undo. We have redo. This allows you to zoom in or zoom out. This is your font. You can change your font to any font you like. This is the size of your font. Again, we have bold, italics, underline. You can also change the color of your text. You can change the color if you click on text, and if you click highlight, you can highlight whatever text you like. Here again, we have a link where you can insert a link. This is your alignment, left align, middle align, center, right align, or justified. This is your line spacing. Here you have your bullet points. This is your numbered bullet points, and these are actually your bullet points. So as you can see, there is definitely more than one way to do a task on Google Docs, as well as any other app within G Suite. Now I will demonstrate how to create a border within Docs and also how to insert an image. If I want to add a border, I'll go to File, down to Page Setup. You can see here, my margins are set at 1. My orientation is portrait. My page size, I'm going to change my page color to red. You can also set it as default if you'd like. And now my page is red. The next thing I want to do, I can go into Insert, and I can insert a table, or I can just simply click on Table to insert a table. Like I said, there is more than one option to do a lot of the functions within Google Suites. I can click on one by one. If I want to create a border, I just hit enter on my keyboard until I get to the bottom. Then one option to do a lot of the functions within Google Suites. I can click on one by one. If I want to create a border, I just hit enter on my keyboard until I get to the bottom. Now, as you see, I went on to the second page, If I want to go back, all I have to do is hit my backspace. And if I hit my backspace, it'll take me back up to my first page. As you can see, when you change your page color, there are more options that come up. This is your background color. This is your border color. This is your border width. And you can even change the border style if you'd like. I want to change my background color to a yellow. And as you can see, it changes the color within your table. Say I want to change the width of my, I want to change the width of my border. I want to make it a little bit thicker. So I'll just click 4.5. And as you can see, my border has gotten thicker. If I wanted to go back and I didn't like that, this is where my undo comes in. All I have to do is click on it once and it'll take it back to the way it was before. If I click on it again, it'll take it back even further. So each time I click undo, it takes it back one step. Redo will take it forward one step. Go back to my yellow, go back to my thick border. Now to insert a picture. This is one thing that my students had a difficult time doing. You go to insert, you click on image. Once you're within image, you would go down to where it says Google search. And you would type in what it is you wanted. So say I wanted an eagle. I click eagles, I hit search, and my picture search would come up. This says any type. You can change it to just one type if you'd like, but I want mine at any type. So I'm going to click on a picture of an eagle. Okay, I like this one. I'm going to hit select at the bottom. Now wherever my cursor is, that's where my picture is going to be. So as you can see, my cursor was down at the bottom. In order to get it back to the top, I'd grab the side corner and just move it up. And as you can see, my picture is down on my second page. I want to change the width of my border. I want to make it a little bit thicker. So I'll just click 4.5. And as you can see, my border has gotten thicker. If I wanted to go back and I didn't like that, this is where my undo comes in. All I have to do is click on it once and it'll take it back to the way it was before. If I click on it again, it'll take it back even further. So each time I click undo, it takes it back one step. Redo will take it forward one step. Go back to my yellow, go back to my thick border. Now to insert a picture. This is one thing that my students had a difficult time doing. You go to insert, you click on image. Once you're within image, you would go down to where it says Google search. And you would type in what it is you wanted. So say I wanted an eagle. I click eagles, I hit search, and my picture search would come up. This says any type. You can change it to just one type if you'd like, but I want mine at any type. So I'm going to click on a picture of an eagle. One thing that my students had difficulty doing is actually inserting an image into their document. In order to insert an image, the most important thing to remember is your cursor. Wherever your cursor is, that's exactly where your image is going to be. You'd go to insert, you click on image. Now here you have different options. You can upload an image, you can take a snapshot, you can find an image by URL, you can pull one out of your albums, You have one on your Google Drive you wanted to do, but the one I like to do most of the time is just search. So I click on search. Let's say whales. As you can see, there are many different pictures of whales here. I'm going to find me a picture. We'll say this one. Click on it. And once you click on it, you'll see the blue select comes up. Click on select. Give it a second. And your image is in your picture. Now, in order to resize your image, you grab the blue corner here, down in the bottom right corner, or any corner, and just move in. It does not affect the shape of the image. It only affects the size of it. You grab it by the sides, the top, or the bottom, that affects the shape of it. So in order to resize it, just grab it by the corner and move it up. That is the simplest way to insert an image into your project. I just discussed the basic functionalities and quick access tools within Google Docs. I encourage you to continue to practice and use these functionalities and quick access tools to better equip yourself to navigate through Google Docs. Now, let's reflect on what we've learned. First, our need to know. You need to know this in order to better effectively Now, let's reflect on the things that we've just learned by using our 6 principles. Now, let's do a quick reflection on the 6 principles of andragogy. First, you need to know. You need to know this because it is the foundation to help you get a better understanding of Google Docs. It also provides you with more knowledge and practice so that you can incorporate it easier into your classroom. Second, you're taking responsibility for your own learning. You decided to join this workshop. You were not made to join it. Therefore, you take ownership of coming into this workshop and doing the best that you can. Next, the learners come in with different learning experience. This workshop is meant for beginners or people who are not that adept at using Google Docs. So if that's you, you're in the right place. And my goal is to meet you where you're at and take you further. Next is your readiness to learn. Since you came to this workshop without being made to come, that means that you're ready to learn. Next is how will this learning help in real life situations? Well, it's plain and simple. Getting knowledge into Google Docs, which is a word processing program, makes you more marketable in your career because of your knowledge that you have gained in Google Docs. And finally, your motivation. Your motivation is to effectively teach your students so that they can use technology to help enhance their learning.
At the end of each section, there will be an assessment for you to complete to see what you've learned using this app. In Docs, it'll be to create a document with the following. You must have a yellow paper, a purple border, a green background, and a picture of your choice. Now remember, if you can't remember everything, it's fine because you will be allowed to ask questions, but you only get to ask 3. So make them good. And at the conclusion of this PD, you are to share your projects with me.
Hey, I hope that you have enjoyed yourself, and I hope that you've gained some valuable knowledge that you did not know before this workshop. But listen, let's not stop with this workshop. I want to encourage you to continue to practice using these Google apps. I've only supplied you with the foundation to make your navigation through these apps easier. You have to build on them with practice. As a teacher, our goal is to provide our students with the necessary tools to be successful, not only in our school, but in life. The best way to accomplish this is by integrating technology into our classes through the use of G Suites. This one-to-one initiative is not going anywhere, so we have to embrace it and use it to keep up in the 21st century. I want to thank you for your participation, and if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please don't hesitate to contact me. My contact information will appear at the end. Take care, and remember, let's take control of technology in our classrooms with G Suites.
As I promised before, here's my contact information. If you have any questions, concerns, or comments, please do not hesitate to contact me. The email address for you to share your projects with me is right here. Enjoy.